Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 5 Minutes of Math. This is Mr. Lunsford, and I'm glad you joined me this evening. Tonight's homework is for the evening of April 12th, 2018, and we're looking at the Pythagorean theorem review. And this is triangle review and something new. Let's get started. Alright, so what we're looking at tonight is a review of the good old Pythagorean theorem. Two of these problems are going to be the ones that you all have seen 1,000 times and can probably do in your sleep. One of these, though, is something new. It's based in trigonometry. So I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Let's start with an old-fashioned one. This is number 16. And number 16 starts off with A, B, and C, and this is a right triangle, so we know we're using A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So here we go. We're looking for C, and we know that A and B are 12 and 12. So if we just fill in our numbers here, this is 12, 12, and C, and these happen to be in inches. I didn't put the units in, but it's in inches. We're just going to fill in the blanks and solve the Pythagorean theorem. So A squared plus B squared equals C squared, 12 squared plus 12 squared equals C squared, 144 plus 144 equals C squared. Take the square root of both sides, and the square root of 288 is a long decimal, but if you estimate, it's 16.97 inches, and that's our C. That's number 16, and that goes like every other Pythagorean theorem triangle that we've done. Here's the new part. The new one is number 17, and this is a special case. Now, the source for this comes from dummies.com, believe it or not. Dummies.com covers a lot of different topics of interest, and I happened to be scrolling for the simplest, clearest explanation, and this is the diagram I found, and I like it. So that's what we're going with, and I'll show you the website in a few minutes. But this is a special case. When you get to trigonometry in 10th grade, you're going to find out that the sides have a slightly different relationship when you're talking about a triangle with the angles of 30 degrees, 60 degrees, and 90 degrees. So here we go. You see this? This is a 30-degree angle, and the side opposite of that is A. So the side opposite of 30 degrees, we're just going to call some length A, okay? So the side opposite of the 30-degree angle is A, and that's one of our legs. Now, what we would normally call B is right here. So see that 60-degree angle? Instead of calling this B, we're going to say that this leg has a relationship to A. What's the relationship? A times the square root of 3. So instead of just solving for B the way we normally would, this is going to be whatever that first leg is times the square root of 3. And that's how you solve for what we would normally call B. Now, for C, for the hypotenuse, it's still the hypotenuse, but you see how this side is on the opposite end from that 90 degree, that right angle right there? Well, that's 2 times whatever that first leg is. So this is the hypotenuse is 2 times A. This is because of some special rules involving trigonometry. I'm not going to go into them tonight, but this is essentially how you solve for a 30, 60, 90 right triangle, and that's what this is called. So the source for this is dummies.com. If A equals 5, then what that means is B, what we would normally call B, is just 5 times the square root of 3. That's it. You don't have to do any other math other than that. It's just 5 times the square root of 3. And C, our hypotenuse, is 2 times 5, which is 10. And the dimensions here, that's me looking in the book, are in centimeters. They're in centimeters. So that's our answer. All right. The hypotenuse is 10 centimeters. The leg we normally call B is 5 times the square root of 3 centimeters. And then we have A, which is 5 centimeters. All right. And you guys can read more about 30, 60 degree right triangles whenever you like. All right, going on to number 18. This is a good old-fashioned triangle where we know A and B, and we're looking for the hypotenuse. Here we go. So we're looking for C. A and B this time are 6 and 6. And this time we're talking about feet. So A is 6, B is 6, so what's C? A squared plus B squared equals C squared. 6 squared plus 6 squared equals C squared. 36 plus 36 equals c squared. 36 and 36 is 72. Take the square root of both sides, and you end up with 8.485 feet. That's our C, and that's what we end up with. That's it. Y'all take care, and remember, math is not just about numbers. It's all about the relationships that surround us every day. Have a good one.